Hello, J Fusion fans. This is Philip with a brand new vlog, and as you can see here, I have some of my Sodo figures. So this is a part of my collection. Although I have collected a lot of the Kamen Rider build Sodo figures, I chose to have, you know, Genius form as a representative of all the build Sodo figures that I have so far. But anyways, guys, I'm going to introduce them to you anyway. So here we have Kamen Rider Gaim Kiwami Arms, Kamen Rider Chaser, Kamen Rider Exade Muteki Gamer, Kamen Rider Build Genius Form, and Kamen Rider Zeo Build Armor. So what I'm actually going to do, guys, is give a review of the Sodo series as a whole. So you can see that I have not just one series, but I also would like to actually show the evolution of the Sodo series so far. And by the way, as you can tell, there's one series missing here, and that is Ghost. I don't have any Sodo from Ghost whatsoever. I'll explain why in a sec. So, anyways, starting off, so yeah, the Sodo series has been, sold for quite a long time. I don't know exactly, however, when the Sodo series actually started coming out. Although, when I came to Japan in 2014, the series that was airing back then was Gaim. So, Gaim was the first series that I actually spent, money on. So, I actually had uh, Kamen Rider Knuckle and Kamen Rider Sigurd as my first Sodo set. So yeah, I bought two, but I decided to give them away to relatives. But I decided to keep this one instead. So yeah, I have Kiwami here. So anyway, so you know what? I'm gonna show you how things change. So starting off with the Kiwami, for this how do you say figure, there are actually a few points that I would like to show. So for the arms, they're actually removable. So this is the left forearm. You can see there. So yeah, I actually removed half his arm. Sorry about that. So I'm putting it back. There we go. All right. So that's a feature of the earlier Kamen Rider. So those figures that I have so far. So yeah. So that's one feature that they have. So the arms roll. So the forearms actually have a roll, so you can twist them. However, they do not have the thigh rolls here. And one distinct feature of this figure is the cape, which I actually liked back when I bought this. So as you can see, there's a swivel down here, so you can even swing the cape from side to side like that. So you are able to give it a more dynamic pose. So I'm going to do it like this. So I just knocked over Exade, but anyway. So there you go. So like it feels like he's being, so the cape's being blown by the wind sideways. Well, and another thing I also noticed is that there are pegs behind the knee. If you guys can see that, there you go. Much better. So that's a distinct feature of the earlier Sodo series. So when you bend them, it kind of serves as a stopper. So the legs or the knees bend only to a 90-degree angle. So there's that. So a lot of it isn't painted. Of course, it comes with a sticker set. And then of course you just put them on several parts. So distinctly seen here are the chest, the belt. This black part of the skirt is actually a sticker. So armbands, of course, the face, the eye stickers. So those are the stickers. Oh, and the back of the cape, you have them as well. So yeah. Now, moving on to the next figure I have, this is a Kamen Rider Chaser. So a lot of similarity. Sorry, there are a lot of similarities here. So like the Kiwami arms, the arms are also removable. There's another peg here that serves no purpose actually. They're just there. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I can roll this as you can see here, and it's also removable, like the one I showed you. And there are also these pegs behind the knees. One thing I noticed that was added back then was the inclusion of a belt sticker. Now for this figure, actually I did something. I kind of modified the axe. So as you can see, if you guys can see here, I actually filed some of the edges around this part of the handle. So below this peg right here, I actually filed it so it can fit inside the hand just like this. Because originally, you cannot make him hold it like that. So you can only use the pegs right here. So you have two pegs for Chaser to handle the Shingo axe. So this one or this one. And I thought it kind of looked awkward, so I decided to file it right here. But again, that's just me tinkering with the model itself. Now, another peg right here behind the left shoulder. I don't know why they put that. So for the stickers, they're pretty much faded. So for my Gaim and Chaser stickers on the Sodo, yeah, they pretty much fit. No, not really faded completely, but they have faded over time. Given that I used to touch these a lot back then. So yeah. So moving on now. I did mention earlier that I don't have the Ghost Sodo series. Like I never bothered buying one because I did not like them at all. Design wise, they're pretty much the same as the earlier, Gaim and Drive series Sodo figures. But really, I just didn't like, Ghosts Sodo series, so I didn't bother. Anyway, so that's that. I just didn't like it. But moving on, now this is where things started to change. Now entering Ex-Aid rather. So proportions for the main body have changed. Like no longer are the legs like straight sticks, but they actually give it more muscular form. Like they kind of beefed up the build a little. And although this some changes that I noticed are that the hands or the arms are no longer turnable. You can no longer turn them. However, instead of the forearm, you get like the bicep, like the upper arm swivel or the upper arm roll. So that's what replaced the joint here at the elbow, like the arm roll at the elbow, the forearm roll. So there's that. And then you also have a lot of stickers now for detailing, and there are more areas painted now as well. So that's that. Now, because of this, Ex-Aid Muteki is still one of my favorite Sodo figures to date. Yes, this is one Sodo that I can actually recommend, and I highly recommend it. If I remember correctly, I think I gave it a perfect score. I gave it a 5 out of 5, and I still think this is a perfect Sodo, even with some limitations like the waist doesn't move, like you cannot rotate it left right, but that's fine by me because anyway the details look very like they're amazing, simply amazing. Now we are going to move on to Kamen Rider Build Genius form. So as you can see here, a major inclusion that they had was the stand. A major inclusion, a major change for the Sodo series. So yes. Now, the stands actually started coming in during the time of Eggzade actually. I don't have them on hand, like I never bought them because they were premium Bandai exclusive, but Bandai also released what you call the Daisodo series. Basically, upgrades of like existing Sodo figures with a slightly upgraded details. So for Eggzade, they released only two. Characters. So Eggzade and Brave both at level 2. So they added like they changed the paint. Like for example, gray areas are now colored silver to actually be more show accurate, and they added more stickers to enhance detail again, to indicate show accuracy. And those two characters, Eggzade and Brave, actually were the first ones that came with the stand. So after that, the stand became like a permanent fixture to the Sodo series. Oh, I almost forgot. Like with the coming of the Eggzade Sodo series, they also changed like the format of selling the figures by themselves. Now, when I bought the Gaim and the Chaser figures, they came in one box. They were already complete. So you just had to put the stickers, put the accessories, and you're done. However, when Eggzade came, Bandai began selling them in 2 sets. So you get the main body and you get like the armor parts and accessories, which I thought was kind of really devious of Bandai, but anyway, it's like I don't like it, but from a marketing perspective, that's actually a brilliant idea of making more money. So, like I remember buying these for like 400 yen each. So basically, what like a complete set of this would already be 2 of these, if you get my point. So yeah, I had to buy 2 boxes just to complete this one because if you just buy the armor parts, it's not complete. It looks awkward. If you just buy the main body, it also looks awkward. So you really feel compelled to buy both so that you can actually enjoy the complete experience for the Sodo series, and of course so on, for the series that followed. So yeah. Now with the coming of the Kamen Rider Build Sodo series, a major change is the inclusion of waist movement, which was originally just included in the Daisodo of Kamen Rider Eggzade. So from this point, the quality of the Sodo series, like even just that small change, it drastically increased like the play value. Like even just posing it like this, it feels like, you know, a miniaturized SHF. And I still remember saying that I didn't like the Build Change Rider series, which was the boys' toy of Kamen Rider Build. Yeah, it's because of this one. Because you can move the waist, because you can move the head, you can pose it. The articulation is just amazing. So this was one series where I actually preferred the cheaper version than the more expensive high quality boys toy. So yeah, I still consider the BCR to be one of the, well, not to, I'm not gonna say the worst. There is uh, there is one set that I can recommend, which is actually the Hazard form, because it includes armor parts for Rabbit, and Tank. But other than that, yeah, the BCR sucked, which was why I never bothered, getting any combination anyway. So there's that. So with the coming of Kamen Rider Zeo, you also have more changes in the Sodo series. Now, the Kamen Rider the Kamen Rider Zeo Sodo that that people can buy normally in the stores. This quality is actually Dai Sodo. Yes, Bandai just made the Dai Sodo available to everyone. So, like I said earlier, the Dai Sodo series used to be a P Bandai exclusive, so you need to order them online. And the last time they released a Dai Sodo was with the Kamen Rider Build. So for Kamen Rider Build's Dai Sodo, they released Kamen Rider Build Rabbit Tank and Kamen Rider Claws for their first Dai Sodo set. And they also include the runner parts, so you can recreate the transformation process of Kamen Rider Build. So for the next Dai Sodo series for Kamen Rider Build, they released updates for Kamen Rider Grease and Mad Rogue. Kamen Rider Rogue rather. They added new details again. Because it's Dai Sodo, you get the waist, turning, and now they also have spare hands. So the spare hands was originally simply a Dai Sodo thing, but now with Kamen Rider Zeo, it's normal, and I believe that this will be how the Sodo series will be sold from now on. Like even for the next Kamen Rider series, once they release the Sodo, it will be of this quality, right? So, but I think that's an improvement. So you can see here from Gain to Zeo, like it's just a very very big change. So yeah, now although this isn't really part of the Sodo series, there's actually an influence on the Super Sentai Yudo series. So I have here Patoren Ichigo. Now, one thing you notice is that I changed his left hand. The other left hand piece that I have here, so this one is holding the Pato Megabo. So I changed it to this open hand. Now this similar design, by the way, is used by the Yudo series Shishired Orion. So they use the same style. So this detail was most likely influenced by the Dai Sodo of Kamen Rider Exade, because during the release of Lupin Ranger versus Pato Ranger Yudo series, I believe they hadn't released the Dai Sodo for build just yet. It came a bit later. So yeah, because they are a similar toy line, there were definitely some influences. Although I still don't understand why they did not include the waist movement. If they did, I probably would have given this a perfect score when I reviewed it. I think I just gave 4 at the highest, maybe, when I reviewed the Lupin Ranger versus Pato Ranger Yudo series. But yeah, so there you have it. So, anyways, guys, I think that's all for today. So, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the evolution of the Sodo action figure series. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be updated on all the latest videos from JD Fusion. Again, this has been Philip. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!